Yo, what up, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. The question I get all the time is, how do you talk to the ladies in the gym, in the gymnasium? How do you meet women when you're working out? I'm not really qualified to answer that question because I've been with the same woman for about 10 years because I'm like a sucker for love, you know? I need advice on how to repel women in the gym, you know what I'm saying? I decided it would be best to defer this question to my man, Roosh V. He's a best-selling author, best known for his pickup guide, Bang. It's a funny book. Like, it's been a bestseller on Amazon. He's got great reviews. Because he is an expert in this field, I yield the remainder of my time to the homie Roosh V.
Hello everyone, my name is Roosh and Brandon invited me today to give you some information on how to meet girls in the gym. We both agreed that this would be something that would appeal to his viewers, so let's get started. Before I go into the actual lines that you can use in the gym, first let's talk about the angle of approach. Since the gym is a private space, you don't want to go guns fully loaded, approaching girls with heavy duty game, with compliments, with anything that announces to everyone, including the staff, that, hey, I'm hitting on this girl, I'm trying to get laid. Instead, we're going to use indirect game. And this is a way that gives you plausible deniability so that if the conversation goes south, if the girl is just rude, if she's a bitch, if she just wants to find an excuse to hate on men, you can say, hey, I wasn't actually hitting on her. I was just trying to get information. We're going to ask for some type of help or make an innocent comment about the surroundings and see if we can get a personal conversation after dropping some juicy bait that makes her want to talk to us more. The first and easiest line you can use in the gym is to locate the girl that you want to talk to, go to the exercise that she is working on, and simply ask, how many sets do you have left? You want to stay there and linger, having a little chat in between sets while you work in with her. During the time you work in with her, you're going to try to ease into a conversation by making comments about the exercise that you are currently doing, maybe saying how you were injured, maybe saying how at the previous gym you were at, the worst gym in the world, they didn't have this exercise and you couldn't build your calves up or your chest up. So you're going to go above and beyond asking her how many sets are left to get into an exercise-related conversation and see if she bites. If a girl does bite, you can start to get into how long she's been at this gym, how often she comes, what her gym goals are, things that hint towards you two getting to know each other. As you can see with this line, we're not hitting on her. We can't hit on her because, again, we're in a private space. So we have to come in under the radar and see if we can get a conversation going, see if she's curious or open enough to want to go beyond this basic gym chat into one where she's getting to know you as a person. The second opening line you can use in the gym is the one of the expert. This is when you see a girl doing something wrong and you go in as the nice, good Samaritan that you are and give her a tip on what she can do to improve the exercise. So you would go up to her and say, excuse me, I noticed that you were doing this exercise with your back slightly curved, and I just don't want you to get injured because you're doing a heavy amount of weight. So make some kind of gentle comment. I mean, don't go up to her and say, you're wrong, you're an idiot, you stupid girl. You don't want to do that. Just in a gentle way, suggest a way that she can do the exercise in a better way. This line works best if you're large. I mean, if you're a small guy who looks like you just started going to the gym a week ago, how is a girl going to take you seriously when you're trying to offer her tips? This line comes from a position of authority. You're the master in this space and you're helping her, you're guiding her. It also helps if you used to be a trainer because you can actually drop that. You can say, when I used to be a trainer, people would always do this exercise wrong. The third opener you can use in the gym is this. Do you know what time the gym closes? You can even ask this if there's a clearly marked sign on the front. You're just using this opener as an excuse to get into a conversation. Now, after you ask her what time the gym closes and she gives you an answer, you're going to have to go above and beyond to continue that conversation. A couple things that you can say is that you like working out late at night, that the gym is really crowded and you want to find a good hour where there's not a lot of people. You can even ask her that. And if you have a cocky sense of humor, you can joke, I want to come when there's not a lot of people so I don't show off how much weight I'm doing. That's going to be a little harder to pull off, but if you're approaching a playful type of girl, that's something that she may like. The idea, just like in the previous openers, is to ask an indirect question and use that to weasel your way into a conversation. The fourth opener is for the cardio section. This is when she's on a Stairmaster, a treadmill, or one of those gay machines that real men don't use. But let's just say there's a girl that you've been eyeing in the gym and you want her, and she's always on the cross-country thing. Well, you have to simply get on the cross-country machine next to hers and ask her how the damn thing works. Just say, what is a good setting? How do you turn it on? How do you increase the resistance? Anything to get her to kind of help you. Because whenever you ask a girl a question that requires help, the good part of her, the good-natured soul of her is going to want to help, even if she may not be that initially attracted to you. And in this case, you're going to ask her for help on how to operate a treadmill or so on, even if you already know how. The point is not needing the actual help. The point is just finding an indirect way to get into a conversation. And asking her how to use a certain machine is a great way to do that. With this opener, you can maybe ease into a conversation about lifting versus cardio. Does she do cardio first? Does she lift first? How much cross-training exercise does she do that's good for burning a lot of calories? All right, so now I gave you 4 openers and you may be asking me, so Rush, how do I go from these conversations into getting her number, into getting her out on a date? And the best advice that I can give you is have a conversation of about 3 to 10 minutes in length, where you're easing into a personal thing, where you're getting to know her and the things that she likes, kind of like how you do on other girls that you may meet in another environment, like a bar or a coffee shop. And then the question that you want to ask is, where do you usually hang out? This is something that, of course, comes at the end of a personal chat. And once you find out where she hangs out, you want to kind of match that. If she says that she likes going to the bars every night, you're going to chime in, hey, you like going to bars too. Has she been to this bar or that bar? Or has she been to the salsa night on Tuesday? And from there, if she is positive, if she's maintaining eye contact, all you have to say is, hey, you seem cool. How about we grab a drink there sometime? As long as she doesn't say no or vigorously shake her head, take out your phone and get her phone number. The only thing that you want to keep in mind in the gym is don't freak out if she doesn't want to have a long conversation or if she cuts it short. Ideally, it's best to get her number on the same day that you meet her, but if you're unable to, you can play the long ball game and see if you can get it at a later date. If you like this video, which I think you did since you made it to the end, I recommend you check out my channel. I upload a lot of videos about girls, travel, and how men can find happiness and meaning in life. I also wrote a big book on meeting girls during the day in the street, the coffee shop, the supermarket, or any other public location. You can find that on Amazon under the name Daybang. So that's all I wanted to share about meeting girls at the gym. I wanted to thank Brandon for giving me this opportunity. I hope you get laid from the information I gave you today, so good luck.